welcome to our 18th Annual Transportation Conference. This year, we feel like we've put together our best conference yet. I hope we say that every year. And we hope you enjoy your day here and find it very informative and meet some new colleagues and friends. We do have to think about our infrastructure because it hits on many different levels. It's not just how we get goods moving, how we get people moving. It's really how we live our lives.
Just 10 years ago, the rating of the quality of American infrastructure was the 5th best in the world. You know, we're not going to keep up with that includes like a Singapore and a Switzerland, but U.S. as a whole was still 5th best in the world. Now, just in 10 years later, we're ranked 24th in the world. So clearly, something's happening that we're failing to keep up.
Public transit is really critical to most major cities, especially in the southeastern Pennsylvania region. It reduces congestion, environmental stability, but more and more people are opting to use public transportation because of the economic reasons.
Since then, and post 9/11 and with current gas prices, the vehicle and our cars, and of course, no offense to the folks here that have done so many wonderful things with the roads, but our competition now, and where rail is really making inroads, is with the car.
A car bought today is 1/100th as polluting as a car manufactured in the 1960s. Okay? Because of the pollution control technologies we put into it and the fuel efficiency regulations that we have put into place.
We started in 2008. 2008 is actually our benchmark. And so we've just progressed year over year. We're very proud of the work we've done. We have 97 Energy Star buildings that we've certified. Our average portfolio score went from a 55, which if you remember that metric I just put up, was about average, a little above average, but now we're all the way up to 74, so we're anxious to cross the 75 line to have an Energy Star portfolio. And we've saved 17.9% in our energy savings, which is over $4 million in savings for our tenants. So this is something that we're continuously working on, just to try to improve the efficiency of our assets, because we want our tenants to be in a space that's efficient and help them save operating expenses.
In the United States, there is no driver, there's no incentive necessarily for some of these companies to reduce their carbon dioxide emissions. So how do we create that incentive? How do we create a commodity that has interest in the markets? How do we create a commodity that could go into green building program or LEED certification? Could go into campuses and how they maintain their carbon neutrality, how they achieve carbon neutrality. So we need to create a money cycle so we can take that money back and reinvest it into the technologies that we have. That is really the essence of Climco.
The transportation bill that was signed and passed this past year is a 2-year bill, and it's barely a 2-year bill. They're already beginning to talk about the next bill. I don't think there's going to be a lot of fundamental changes in the policy. I think there's going to be some tweaks, some building upon Act 21. There might be a few things that a couple of politicians, a couple of members of Congress weren't able to do in this bill because of political circumstances that they can get into the next bill. But widely speaking, the next bill, Act 22 or whatever they want to call it, is not going to be a vastly different bill.
Keep in mind that highway and transit bills are the largest non-defense spending bill that Congress has ever put forward. And you can imagine in this environment convincing folks that there's an undeniable link between infrastructure investment and the economic multiplier is sometimes challenging because, as Rob mentioned, infrastructure is a utility that no one cares about until it's not there anymore. Unlike water or electricity, where needs increase and rates increase, transportation is the first guy to get kicked out of a room during budget issues and the last guy to be invited back in.
Thank you again to all of our sponsors and speakers, and hope you found it very informative, and look forward to doing it again next year for our 19th annual, and we'll see you next November. Thanks.